My name's Joe Barbour. We live in Dibble, Oklahoma. My wife Kristin and I have 4 boys. Sterling, who's 7, Blaine, who's 6, Briggs, who's 4, and Staten, who is 2. I mean, we have some cattle here at the house. I mean, this last year we bought pairs to turn out. We also feed quite a few cattle, turn cattle out in 3 different states at the moment.
Oklahoma has been a great place for us to raise our family. It's great conservative values and just really nice people everywhere we go. I think what I appreciate most about Joe is he's a very detail-oriented decision maker. Anytime he decides something around here, he puts his thought into it, his consideration into it, whether it's who we're working with from our lending, what kind of livestock we're purchasing. Everything's a very intentional decision, and I just really enjoy that about him.
It's really important to Kristin and I to include the boys in what we're doing. Just a lot of life skills to be learned there, real world experience, and trying to bring them up in that.
The boys can participate and be an active part in it. And so every time we go outside, they're always with us. They're filling up feed buckets, they're feeding the cattle, they're out working the sheep. Whatever we're doing, they're doing. And they continually surprise me at how much they really can do.
We run this place.
With Farm Credit, they do understand that that's a business that we're in, and it made it a lot easier to purchase property with Farm Credit.
When we first decided to work with Farm Credit, I went in with Joe to meet with Julie, and she really took the time to sit down and explain things to me. I'm not as familiar with lending options, and she really sat down and she printed everything off and she walked us through it. And I know when I left the Farm Credit office, I felt so much more secure in the decision that we're making, knowing that I had all the information and I really understood it.
In conversation with Joe and Kristin, they're just super knowledgeable about the cattle industry. They're very knowledgeable as what it takes, what direction they're headed. Is a reminder that they are really on top of their finances. In addition, their career and in the cattle industry and as farmers and ranchers, and just their knowledge about it all just comes to the forefront in any conversation I have with them.
It's important for me to deal with a lender that if times were to get tough, that we can text or we can call and they're there for us immediately. You know, we're continually trying to grow our business, and we're finally to the point now where we have enough cattle on feed, or we're turning out enough cattle to where the boys weren't necessarily being able to see what I was doing on a day-to-day basis. And so bringing them into this real estate that we bought with the help of Farm Credit, day in and day out, they're out feeding and taking a part in what we do, and that's important to Kristin and I.